Let us have another discussion related to ASEAN, that is ASEAN plus 3 and the Chiang Mai initiative. So, the topic is ASEAN plus 3 and a related topic in this ASEAN plus 3 is the Chiang Mai initiative. Chiang Mai is a place in Thailand. Okay. Now, what is the ASEAN plus 3? First of all, let me talk about that. So, it is a forum. ASEAN plus 3 is a forum that functions as a coordinator of cooperation. Forum which functions as a coordinator of cooperation between ASEAN, 10 ASEAN countries plus China, Japan and South Korea. So, that is why it is called plus 3. So, the 3 East Asian giants in terms of economy, that is China, Japan and South Korea. In fact, these government leaders of the 10 ASEAN countries and these 3 countries meet every year during the ASEAN summit, and they have discussions on a wide ranging issues. And the first meeting was held in 96 and 97, especially related to deal with the Asia-Europe meeting issues. So, basically about to deal with the Asia-Europe dialogue. This meeting, ASEAN plus 3 meetings were held in the beginning, and subsequently the leaders felt that this kind of a process should continue. So, since 1997, ASEAN plus 3 cooperation has broadened and deepened, and every year during the ASEAN summit, like Indian Prime Minister goes for ASEAN plus 1 summit, here they have an ASEAN plus 3 summit. So, they have a wide range of issues and they discuss not only the finance and the trade, they also talk about, they deal with, or rather they have opened the dialogue in food and energy security, some of the areas, food and energy security. Then financial cooperation, of course, trade, disaster management, food and energy security, disaster management, people to people contact, then narrowing the development gap, because there is a lot of difference in the development in the region. Some of the ASEAN countries are one of the poorest in the world. I have already mentioned in some other video. Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam, Myanmar. Vietnam of course is better, but other Laos, Cambodia, Myanmar and all, the development is so poor. So, narrowing the development gap. Then rural development, poverty alleviation, human trafficking, some of the issues like human trafficking, poverty alleviation, labor movement, communicable disease issues, because this is a region where most of including the COVID, the coronavirus, earlier SARS, most of these the bird flu, all the emerges from this region because of the peculiar nature of the food habits and various other issues. So, the communicable diseases, labor movement, environmental issues, sustainable development issues. So, they discuss on wide variety of issues other than trade and economic aspect, trade and financial cooperation, they definitely talk, but they deal with this. So, every year it is a much more wide ranging and more comprehensive discussion in ASEAN plus 3. Now, in this context, they have also started an initiative called this Chiang Mai initiative. Chiang Mai is a place in Thailand. This is immediately after the economic crisis in Southeast Asia in 1998. So, in fact, this Chiang Mai initiative was taken in 2000. The year this initiative, Chiang Mai initiative, was there in the year 2000, and it's a multilateral currency swap agreement. Multilateral currency swap agreement among this ASEAN plus 3. Among ASEAN plus 3, including, I mean that plus 3 including that Hong Kong also, because Hong Kong is a part of China right now. So, it was initially it started as immediately after the 1997-98 financial crisis, it started as a regional bilateral facility to help to tide over the liquidity issue. So, see now whenever there is a financial crisis, when there is a demand for dollar or with foreign exchange problems are there, IMF will come into picture, or IMF, we can approach IMF for support. But we are talking about regional initiatives for the bilateral as well as regional currency swap agreement. That means if India is in India-Japan bilateral currency swap agreement, whereby if India is in demand for some dollar, Japan will come in supporting us. Like India, Sri Lanka, we have signed recently $400 million recently paid to Sri Lanka on behalf of Sri Lanka, because Sri Lanka was in need, because we have an agreement with Sri Lanka. Similarly, this is a bilateral or a multilateral, it's not a bilateral, because multilateral, multiple countries are involved, multilateral currency swap agreement among these 13 countries, and which was initiated after the 1997-98 financial crisis in the ASEAN countries. But today, this Chiang Mai initiative has finally come up with a comprehensive agreement in 2010 for $120 billion, $120 billion in 2010, and subsequently it has enhanced to $240 billion in 2012. So, this Chiang Mai initiative has decided to create a pool of $120 billion in the beginning, expanded to $240 billion in 2012, so that if some of the member countries are in need of foreign exchange because of one or other issue, these countries they can use it from this pool. That is what this Chiang Mai initiative is all about. So, this initiative, initially, as I said, it was started as a series of bilateral arrangements. Now, it has become a multilateral arrangement since 2010 in a big way. And subsequently, they have also created an institution or an agreement called Chiang Mai Initiative Multilateralization. So, Chiang Mai Initiative M, CMIM, or it is known as Chiang Mai Initiative Multilateralization. This is again, or it is also known as CMIM, is a multilateral arrangement among the finance ministries. Then a third term, one is Chiang Mai Initiative, now it is called Chiang Mai Initiative Multilateralization. It is a multilateral arrangement among the finance ministries and the central banks, plus the central banks of this ASEAN plus 3. So, it is a multilateral arrangement among the finance ministries and the central banks of ASEAN plus 3. That is governed, so that they are governed by a single contractual agreement for the purpose of providing financial support. So, basically, they created a single, they have created by a single, they have signed a contractual agreement, So, these finance ministries and central banks signed an agreement, a contractual agreement for the purpose of providing this financial support, because when the currency swap take place, there has to be an agreement on what basis you will take money and how much is the eligibility, and all those things have been agreed by this CMIM, Chiang Mai Initiative Multilateralization. So, they have done it. so that there is an arrangement, there is a mechanism for member countries to draw money from this pool of $240 billion, which they have created in case of a financial emergency. So that is how, so it's basically to ease the pressure on the member countries from going to IMF. See, when you go to IMF, IMF will give money, but lot of strings are attached, lot of conditions are attached, and many a times it is not to the liking of the member countries. And many a times it is accused that IMF is playing, or IMF will give conditions based on the American mindset or American way of looking at the economic issue. And many a times they will be demanding a reduction in subsidy, a reduction in the expenditure, increased taxes and all, which may not be that easy for countries like ASEAN countries or countries in Asia and third world to implement the way they talk. So there are a lot of resentment about the conditions put forward by IMF. So that is why this Chiang Mai initiative and this multilateralization help in overcoming the forex reserve issue or forex problems locally, which prevents or rather which helps in countries not to go to IMF for solving their financial issues. So ASEAN Plus 3, an initiative to have a much wider dialogue between ASEAN countries and East Asian countries, and within them there is a Chiang Mai initiative and CMIM, that is multilateralization, whereby they have an agreement related to how to deal with this currency swap. So that's about ASEAN Plus 3.